Oh, yes, back. It's Punt, and I am here to tell you about point of view. Right now, what I would like to do is please take out some loose leaf paper. I don't have a note sheet for you for this one, so you're going to have to take some notes, and I know you're used to it. Be responsible, take down the information that you need, and here we go. First of all, you probably have learned about point of view before. Actually, you definitely have. We learned about first person and third person point of view at the beginning of the school year. We're now going to learn about a few more different types. But first of all, what is point of view? Let me tell you. It is a voice in the story, just like the voice on the computer. That was weird. Alright, hold on. Oh, the arrow's not clicking. Surprise, surprise. Here we go. Definition. The definition of point of view is the vantage point or the perspective. Check out the perspective of that bird. Yikes! It is the vantage point from which the story is told. In the first person point of view, the story is told by one of the characters in the story. If this bird was telling a story in first person point of view, it would use words like I am about to poop my pants. Here we go. In the first person point of view, the story is told by one of the characters. The character usually uses pronouns such as I or me, just like the bird as he was ready to freak out, and usually is in much, if not all, of the action in the story. Right here we have the book Walk Two Moons, which some of you read. Check it out. The narrator is the character in the story, telling you all about their experiences. You are looking through the eyes of probably the protagonist or a main character in the story. As you read, you experience the story only from what that person knows inside of their head. Third person point of view. Make sure you first have the definition of first person point of view down. If not, back up and pause. Here we go. Third person point of view is a story told by a character looking from the outside in. Sometimes I like to think of this as like a snow globe. It's a character looking inside of the snow globe, or a narrator looking inside of the snow globe telling the story. There are a couple different types of third person point of view. You may find out the thoughts of only one character, all characters, or they may only be able to report what is seen or heard, like a reporter. And here are the names of those three types of third person. Third person limited. This book over here is a fabulous, fabulous book if you haven't read it. Among the Hidden by Margaret Peterson Haddix. This book is told from the third person limited point of view because, check it out, it observes the story, the narrator observes the story from the senses and thoughts of a single character. This boy is actually born into a household where only 2 children are allowed in their society, and he is the third child, so he has to live in hiding. The narrator in third person limited point of view knows everything about one character, their thoughts, their feelings, but you don't get to know the other thoughts and feelings of the other characters. This next one is hard to say, so I want you to say this aloud at your desk. Third person omniscient. Check out the spelling on that one. How you say this is omniscient. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Omniscient. I don't think you did it. Try again. 1, 2, 3. Omniscient. I can't hear you. Just kidding. Alright, in third person omniscient, you get to see everything. Omniscient is all-seeing or all-knowing. You get to know the thoughts and feelings of all of the characters. Everything. Omniscient. Their narrator knows everything. Like I said, third person omniscient equals all knowing. You know all the thoughts, all the feelings of all of the characters. And this is actually pretty rare to find in books. Usually you only hear the thoughts and feelings of one character. Third person objective. This is when the narrator is very objective, like a reporter. Pretend I'm the reporter. I'm objective. I know nothing that's going on in this picture right here. Besides, I see a boy and a girl kissing on a balcony. Ooh. The narrator only reveals to the reader what happens and what is said. We never, ever, ever, in third person objective, hear the thoughts or feelings of any of the characters. A good writer can tell a completely objective story in which the reader is able to determine the feelings by really choosing good descriptions of the actions of the characters and how other characters react, using imagery, things like that. But they never tell the specific thoughts. Second person point of view is a story told using the word you. It is definitely rare to find in books, but oftentimes, you guys, it's in Choose Your Own Adventure, if you've ever read that. So it's talking to you. For instance, you open the door, you see an empty chair with a book on it. You don't know what to do because you don't see anyone there, but what do you know? You see blood on the wall, written on writing, and a mysterious paper. What would you do next? That is second person point of view. Remember, when you're reading poetry or a book or anything really, it is important to figure out the voice of the story. Figure out who is talking and why that is important to understanding. How would the story be different if a different character was the narrator? How would the story be different if it was told with third person omniscient? How about third person limited? You only knew one character. What if you didn't know anybody's thoughts? Think how that affects your choice book and jot that down in your Cornell notes. The Hobbit. The end.